Hi Aquarius, welcome to your weekly reading with me, Cindy. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is going to be a very spiritual week this week. Yeah, I got sort of an interest. The last week or so, it's been really interesting, the messages that I've been getting, and it really got triggered when I started doing Scorpio's reading last week, and I totally changed the cards and everything that I had been doing up to that week, because somebody, I just felt like somebody really needed to hear a different message. Part of me is saying, like, this is not what I was supposed to be doing this week. I might get, like, just a couple views, whatever. It's not really why I'm doing it. So I just felt like I really need to get this message out for somebody. And then, as often as it is, every time I'm like, I think this is just for like 1 or 2 people, and you end up with like 20, 30,000 people coming to the video. So then I'm like, that's the kind of stuff where you think there's some sort of depletion here. Someone's feeling some sort of depletion. So, but it ends up, it's a group of people. And I've been doing a lot of private readings lately where I'm feeling, I want to say there's 2 types of discouragement that I'm encountering with people's reading. One is sort of the younger aspect. There's a lot of confusion in love. There's a lot of confusion in direction and in self and making choices. And then there's the older group, which I think I'm kind of close to. But it seems to be, I'm not quite there yet, more of the like 50 to 60 age group. And I want to say, like, not realizing how darn amazing they are. like I just get these messages like, you are the bomb. You need to realize that. Like, you haven't lost that. So, I've just been thinking, like, there's something really beautiful and amazing in every single one of us and every single one of you. And I think sometimes you just need to hear that. And that's what I'm going to do this week. So I'm only doing 2 decks. I'm keeping it simple, but I'm also keeping it very exotic. So, I was just shuffling this, and I can't believe it's at the bottom. It just tells me, it's confirmation that this is what we're supposed to be doing this week. And Aquarius, you are first in line. First in line, my loves. And, I was kind of thinking, why do I put Aquarius first? Someone was asking me that, and I said, it's because, it's January, that kind of stuff. But no, actually, Capricorn is in January. It's like, if you want to think about the start of January, that's still Capricorn season. I think just because I think it's a very humanitarian sign. It's also a very misunderstood sign. Anyway, but I think it's the humanitarian part. Anyways, I should have brought, I feel like, I should have like a little warning this week, have a box of tissue nearby. I feel like maybe I should have one, because sometimes I get very emotional. Like, if I feel like there's some sort of pain coming through for a group of people and they're just not realizing how freaking amazing they are. Anyway, so Return of Spirit, and that's the name of the deck. And Cheryl Lee Harnish, gosh, she just came out with a new video too. I love her to death so much. I love her energy. And she's finally doing some videos face on. You can see how beautiful she is. Her energy is just divine. Gosh, she's something. So this is the Oracle deck I'm using. Now, my very special tarot deck. I've never used it for anyone's private reading. I've never used it for group readings. It's kind of my deck. But I thought, you know what? I'm putting me out there. I'm putting the most I can get out of me into you right now. So here it comes. What's on the bottom of this one? What do we have here? Ooh, the 4 of Pentacles. Maybe we need to let go of some stuff. Let loose. Look at that. This is a very exotic deck. It's the back of it. This is if I could pick up the book, my Starman Tarot. This was David de Angelis and Esther de Angelis. And this is all like very inspired by David Bowie. David Bowie had a lot to do with this. And it's very esoteric. It's like going to take us out there. So this is how it's going to go. I didn't do the singing bowl yet. Oh, I haven't lost anyone. This is just how it's going to go this week, man. This is about, I don't know. If you're looking, there's so many tarot readers out there. If you're looking for where your twin flame is right now. But I've also been getting the message, So many people are looking for love outside of themselves when, you know, who you should really be saying, you know, this is a great mantra. I love this mantra, and I hope everyone can take it with them this week, is I love you, Cindy. Well, you don't have to say Cindy, but whatever your name is, I love you. I want good things for you. Start looking at yourself from outside of the box and start saying, wow, I really do love you. I don't want you in this position anymore. I don't want you in this energy anymore. I want good things for you. Like, because that's what your soul wants. That's what your spirit wants. When your ego is all cut up in so much stuff, it's like, no, let's just put that away. I love you, right? Like, I think this, I'm trying to send that energy out there this week. This is where it's going. Let's clear this for Aquarius. Let's get it started. Good energy, Aquarius. I like that. I picked it up a bit, though. You see, it was like started off strong, started to fade a bit, but then you came in strong. Listen. Still going. I'm going to let that keep ringing. Ooh. I'm still clumsy, though, so it's okay. I'll probably still spill cards. All right. Here's how it's going to go. I've written it down. I'm keeping myself on track with this week. This is very important to me. So there's going to be 2 oracle cards, though, but they're going to come out in a 2-step process. The first oracle card is going to be what makes you so beautiful. What is the beautiful gift that you bring to others, to this experience, to this lifetime? What is that? And then how you bring this to others. I'm going to use the tarot. And then the second oracle will be, how is this blocked, or what needs to be done to expand this beautiful attribute of you? So you're like, how do we expand this? How do we grow this? And for other people, like, you may get this first oracle and go, I know I have that, and I try, and I do. But so we're just going to try to keep that growing. How do we keep that moving forward? And others of you may be like, I didn't know I had that. Well, guess what? You do. And you're going to get the messages on how to expand this, how to recognize it, how to grow it. And then I will use the tarot for that oracle card for the guidance and outcome for you. So let's get started, Aquarius. This is a long intro for each. What do we have here? Oh. I'm telling you guys got a good card. I'm telling you, Aquarius is the humanitarian. It's a phone ring. I never hear the phone ring when I do this. You have divinity. My gosh, you are divine, and you are bringing some magical, wonderful energy to this lifetime and to other people. You bring divine energy to others. You are a vector. You are literally, Aquarius. You are the vector for divine energy, divine love, divine source. You are the humanitarian here. Wow. You also do this by turning it upside down on people, that's for sure. Sometimes you force people, I want to say, almost like a mirror. Some of you may be empathic. It's almost like you're a mirror. And it kind of forces people to look at themselves and almost look at themselves upside down. Or they feel like the world has been turned upside down by your energy and by seeing you. Do you see how there's 2? There's one here, very divine. This almost feels like this is your energy here. And then this is that same person, that same image, but it's almost like it's upside down. It's like it turns people upside down. And that, remember I said Aquarius is not understood. Aquarius is that sign that is just, not as well understood. People think Aquarius is sometimes cold or distant. It's what they're seeing in themselves, and you're bringing that to light to them. Wow, you guys, I'm so glad I started with Aquarius, because it really feels like Aquarius, you are that person that says, I love me, and I won't compromise on that, and you shouldn't either. So that's hard for a lot of people to take, to absorb. And that's why you may come off being harsh. Like, wow, you are giving a wonderful gift to someone to say, this is how much I love myself. And you need to love yourself that much too. Like, it's just, okay. So that's what I'm getting from that card right now for you. This is a very esoteric. This is me going into my intuition. I probably need to put on a lot of crystals. I got one little crystal today. But I do find doing these kind of readings, it's really like pulling in messages. It's not so much what the tarot is about. And that's why I love this Starman. We got the Eight of Pentacles, the dreams. Look at, he's pulling it in. He's pulling it all in. Like it's not typical, which is why I like it. David Bowie was the bomb too, right? Oh, wow. A whole bunch of cards have come out. Thank you very much, because that's what I'm looking for this week. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wow. This is just confirming everything I said. Oh, it's beautiful. It is beautiful. It is tough. It is love. It is tough love, almost, I want to say. All right. The first one is the Seven of Swords. Do you remember what I said about turning people upside down? Some people almost feel like some people need to exit from your energy. It's like, I can't. They're not ready to look at themselves, Aquarius. And in some cases, this may also hurt you, though, because there's a reason for this message. It's not just for the people that you're affecting. It's why this happens to you, who you are, and to help you get through it. So the Seven of Swords, there may be people that you feel a closeness to, a bond to, and something happens and they move out. They're gone. They're like ghosted you, or they just, where they go. They're just, you've triggered something perhaps within them and they need to go on a journey. You are the catalyst for sure. You really are the catalyst for a lot of people. The Prince of Swords. Oh my gosh. Look at this guy. This guy, this is just, this is like to me your card. If I was going to describe Aquarius, I would describe it as this Prince of Swords here. This is somebody who doesn't care what the social norm is. This is a person who, and it's not to say that they don't care what the social norm is, because they're not just like, yeah, whatever, buddy. No, it's not that kind of energy at all. This is, I understand the truth from a very deep divine aspect. And I will express that truth. Even if you are in a situation where maybe you need to be in the social norm. Even if you need to be in the social norm, if everybody else is wearing black and gray, you're going to show up wearing fuchsia and a purple tie or a bow in your hair. Like, you will find a way to not allow the social norm to dictate who you are. And people, at first, people will be thrown off by that. And then the next card we get is the Two of Wands. People, you almost force people. You almost, force isn't the right word, because that's not what you do. Divine energy doesn't do that. That is absolutely the wrong word. You trigger them. You catalyst them to look at themselves and start making choices. Start making choices based on different parameters that they never had before. This is what you do. It's absolutely amazing. And the next card is the Four of Wands. This is balance. This is divine union. But this is divine union within them. And I want to say, though, Aquarius, you have put so much into other people. And yeah, you really have. And I feel like a lot of people don't get that. They don't see it. They don't realize how much of yourself goes into this. It's not like you can't not do it. It's just part of you. And it can be painful because there are situations and times where did they go? I don't understand. I thought this was great. What happened? But yeah, you're still showing up. Like, yeah, I just can't. You just can't. When it's divinely within you, and I hope this is actually making sense now to you. When it's divinely within you, you can't not let it happen. As soon as you do, your vibration's going to go down. Your energy level's going to go down. You're going to feel dark. You're going to feel trapped. You're going to feel uncomfortable. You're going to feel sad. You need to let it up. You need to let it go. And I think like a lot of you have probably gotten to the point where it's getting easier and easier to release things that go away. Or, and sometimes I think you too also need to exit. You need to exit from certain situations. Now, this Four of Wands, I want to come back to it for you because this is telling me that at some point, this is a hard journey for Aquarius. And this might not be something that's easy to find early on in life for Aquarius either, where it is really like, this is the person that you're joined together with. I've been getting this message a lot lately too with readings, and I've been seeing it out there also in some other group, like general readings. It's getting, there's a lot of people kind of waking up. There is a lot of people waking up. There's a lot of people starting to do more of an ascension as opposed to a descension. Earth is really great at pushing us down. It's heavy energy. It's low vibration. It's very heavy gravity. It's all of that. But really digging deep inside your divine self, what's the growth in that? If you're in a situation where divine is everywhere, it's easy to see, it's easy to connect with, it's easy to be part of. So this is kind of what you're doing here, is you are that divine. It is easier for you. It is easier for you to have that divine connection. And I don't mean that in a religious way. Like, I even feel like some of you may even have grown up in religious situations, and it may have pushed you away from your divine, because, you know, my opinion, my learned opinion, is that a lot of, well, most, okay, I don't want it to go that way, but I'm not a big fan of religion because it separates people from source, and that's not what it's supposed to do. So just having said that, because you need nothing else to connect you to source except yourself. Nothing else. You don't need this video. You don't need me. You don't need religion. You don't need any of that. You just to go in with yourself. But I feel like Aquarius, I feel like you go in to yourself and you connect with its divine source much easier than a lot of other signs do. And you do it in such an interesting and dynamic way. People don't always recognize it. And for some of you, as I was getting to this, some of you may have lost this desire to connect on your spiritual level because of religion. And I'm just hoping that maybe this is a little trigger to say, you know what, it's way beyond anything. You are beyond anything. You are beyond any church you've ever walked into. You really are. You are the church. You are the temple. You are. But back to this Four of Wands. You are Aquarius. And it will be at a point in your life where you're going to find this person where you've kind of like deflated. You've kind of hit the point, there's no one here for me on this planet. I guess I'm just going to do my thing. Like, there's just no one here on this planet. And that will be the point where Source says, this is a new level that Aquarius is going to go up to, and this is a new level that their person also needs to go up to. So the connection will happen, and when it does, what comes in after. So these next two cards that come after, we have the Moon and the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like for the first time, and this is how you're going to know. This is how you're going to know, Aquarius. For one of the first times in your life, you're going to meet someone and you're not going to get it. You're not going to get them. I feel like you get a lot of people. I feel like you almost look through people. You can see through them, and you can see that deeper aspect or the shallowness within them. You're going to see someone. You're going to meet someone that is not the norm, because this person is connected to Source at the same level that you are, but in a different way. And it's going to throw you off. It's going to actually cause a lot of things to happen within you emotionally. It may break you down a bit, and then you build up again. And like, something's going to happen because you've always been the one. You've always been the one that had, I want to say, the upper hand in relationships, because you got them. You understood them. You knew where it was going. Not this time. You're going to be on a road, and this is what's going to be exciting. It's going to be painful and exciting at the same time, and it's going to lead to abundance, because the universe is going to know this is the point where Aquarius needs this connection now. I don't want to get too deep into the connection, because that's not what this reading is about, but it's going to happen for you, and it's going to be on a very divine level. Like, it will be with someone. If anything, I would almost describe Aquarius as that star seed that person, that energy that just doesn't fit in, and you don't want to, because you realize that, what the hell's the point of fitting in? Like, it's just, there is no point to fitting in. Unless that's just expressing, like, unless you end up in a room somewhere of Aquarius, and you're all, like, wearing fuchsia with purple ties and bows in your hair. It's like, whoa, this is crazy, man. I never, like, that's probably the only point you will fit in. The only time that you will fit in. But this is what you do. You trigger people. It is divine source within you. Now, let me get, let's get going. So, I know these are going to be long. We're going back into our Return of Spirit Oracle Deck Knowledge. Ooh, that's a cool card. But that's not your card right now. Okay, how is this blocked, or what needs to be done to expand this beautiful attribute of you? Even if you know what it is, we're going to keep expanding it. You got to keep expanding it, because you're going to keep growing and moving forward. It's a ton of cards, guys. Simple, clear on Aquarius. Thank you. Wow. Oh, wow. I feel like you can almost feel this coming up through your skin right now. This is the surfacing card. So something is really starting to come up through you. Something more than what it's been before for you. Something. Maybe some of you are close to this. Maybe some of you have met this Four of Wands energy. It's more than just a romantic connection. It is a very deep spiritual connection. So perhaps some of you have met this connection. It's really surfacing. Look at all those colors. What was I just talking about? Like, this is how you would show up to the party. I just know you would, Aquarius. Even if it's just your underwear and nobody else knows. You still got it. I was like, I'm still being Aquarius. It's surfacing. It's bubbling. It's almost aching. It's penetrating you on a deep level here. You need to let it do that. Just, because you're about to move to a new level. I really feel like you're about to move to a new level. If you're just, I want to say if this is for younger Aquarians. If you're a younger Aquarian, because it does take its time in these lifetimes. Well, although I want to say, I think it's taking less and less time. It's quite interesting when I look at the dynamics of generations. If I look at my grandparents, and boy, were they really grounded. Very grounded people, and they had to be that because they went through the Depression, they went through the wars. They needed to really hang on to, this is my responsibility. This is what men do, and this is what women do, and we need to move forward with that. Okay, and that, like, there was a religion, and we practiced that, and that's how it was. Then, you know, the baby boomers came in, sort of my parent generation. And there was a lot of expansion and contraction. I feel like expansion and contraction. Like, how do you take a group of people? These were the first group of people who really started to realize that it could be more than just what my dad was. I could be more than what my mom was. I don't have to be a stay-at-home mom. I'm going to go out and I'm going to party, and all that kumbaya stuff started to come up. But they went, like, really far with it. Like, that's when, like, we ended up with keys on our neck because no one was home. We were just like, you go raise yourself, kid. That was like at the kids of the 70s, really. Like, maybe the mid to late 60s and into the 70s. Like, we were really kind of like, and we were the kids who, like, most of our parents were probably divorced because we were making choices about me. And then, but starting to get that spirituality. So, and it takes time to open up. And even for myself, like, I really didn't open up to it until my mid-40s. Well, I was always fighting. I was like, oh, it's crazy, it's weird. But then you start to see this younger generation is coming in, and they're very confused about the social structures that we have, the society that we've created. And I feel like, if anyone, the younger Aquarians were probably the ones that are like, this place is really effed up. Like, what have you guys done with this planet? Like, this is weird. Why are you guys doing this? So I don't want to say that because if you're younger watching this video and that you're not further along in the spiritual journey, you actually might be catching up to anyone who's middle-aged and opening up. But I think it all happens for a reason, and it's not to say that anyone who is older, I have a lot of, I want to say respect for those that have come before us, because that was the hardest journey. Coming in and making changes where changes haven't been made yet is very hard. And they're minor changes, but boy, I'm telling you, people before us, spirits before us, souls before us, really made some sacrifices to make some changes. And they may not have seemed so spiritual, but they were huge, huge sacrifices. But so now it's like a road has been paved, and the younger generation's coming in, and you're really feeling it. Like, I can express it. I'm going to express, because it's kind of been paved for you, but gosh darn it, that's your job now. This is like, you're really here to start opening up this connection. Like, let's raise the vibration of the planet. It's surfacing here. It's really surfacing with you. And I feel like there's a reason that you're first. The reason that I put you first in these readings, because you may be one of the first to really stand out and say, you know what? It doesn't have to be what the social norm is. 10 of Cups. Yeah. It's surfacing. It's surfacing within you. It really is surfacing within you. So now the tarot, this is the guidance and the outcome. One card has come out. This is the guidance and the outcome for this card, this surfacing. Let's put these together. It's surfacing within you. It's really coming up. It's bubbling up. It's strengthening within you. This divine, you're like this trigger. You are this trigger. You're the one to make people look at themselves, see the reflection of themselves. Yeah. And it's starting to surface for you how powerful this is within you. The guidance and the outcome is the 10 of Cups. Like, that's a bang on outcome, isn't it, Aquarius? That's happiness, that's fulfillment, that's joy, that's love, that's appreciation, health, happy family, happy life. Like, you've paid your dues. It's kind of what I want to say too. And oh, wow, the Ace of Swords. You are about to feel a rebirth in truth, but it's almost on like a DNA, a cosmic molecular level with this Ace of Swords. Oh, Aquarius, are you feeling this, guys? Gals? Like, are you feeling it? Boy, we got like, there's just so much. These cups, look at how they're shining down. If in the past, I want to say if in the past, you know, it feels like the cups, when they fall over, everything gets spilt out. That's not going to happen anymore. When the cups fall, they almost, they're guided, and whatever's in the cups is like being divinely poured onto you. The energy is just going to, it's going to be a different energy source, and it does feel like it is connected to this Four of Wands energy. This person. It is, I want to say too, because I'm really getting this message. There's a lot of light workers here. That's the best way to describe it. There's a lot of light workers here that are getting tired. They're getting tired. They need their light worker connections. So, and having said that too, there are people that I feel are leaving relationships that it's just time to go, because you need to go towards your divine, you need your depletion. Who had it? Capricorn. Capricorn had a depletion reading last week. And they are connected, like they have felt the depletion from not being with this person anymore. It's depleted them, and it's going to come together again. And like, that's that energy, right? So this is surfacing within you. The guidance here, I'm really feeling like it's just to let it open up, just to really accept who you are, because the outcome is spectacular. It's spectacular, Aquarius. It's the Ace of Swords and the 10 of Cups. And look at this, it's like fetus in different levels here. And it's almost being fed by this wonderful electric energy from the cosmos. It's why it feels very almost like on a DNA level. Like you have been activating other people's DNA, is maybe a very simple way to describe what it is that you're doing here. By being you, by having your energy, by causing people to look at themselves in the mirror and look at themselves upside down, like flip them, put them into hangman energy. Like, wow, I didn't know people could be like Aquarius. Like, I didn't know it could be done like that. And then they look at themselves and they're like, wow, I need to go think about things. Like, right? So the 10 of Cups and the Ace of Swords. I'm going to pull one more card, and then that's your reading. I'm hoping you're feeling how amazing you are. As strong, as rough as this struggle has been, the Chariot, as rough, the Chariot, it is coming for you, Aquarius. It is coming for you. The depletion has been noted. The depletion in Aquarius has been noticed. I think, I wouldn't be surprised if this is the strongest reading I get all week. With the I just feeling like you've taken on one of the heavier aspects of what needs to be done here as a light worker, as a starseed, all this stuff. The depletion has been noted, and it's coming. It's not to say the abundance, someone who can rejuvenate your energy like you rejuvenate others after you cause them to almost go through like little tower moments, and then they build themselves up again. That's how you help bring the vibration of the energy of the planet up, by bringing other people's energy up. And by giving and giving and giving and giving and giving and doing and doing and doing that, you've depleted a bit. That's changing. You may have, there's going to be moon energy around this person for sure. The message I'm getting is don't let that dishearten you. Enjoy the ride, Aquarius. Because I feel like you will never, you've got the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Chariot. It's coming in after this 4 of Wands energy. After you've met this person, if you haven't met them yet. Yeah, you will be. And the Chariot is coming in fast and divine. Nobody's stopping it. It can't be stopped. It's for you, and it just can't be stopped. If it feels like there's some sort of block, nothing is going to stop. You know, it's interesting. These two Komodo dragons is what it looks like he's on. Just love them, man. Nobody's stopping these guys. This guy's got arrows in him, and this one has got what looks like something is piercing his leg, but there's no stopping this. There is no stopping this. Also, this feels like almost a divine ancestral energy that is bringing forward. This is clearing the way. Don't worry. If it feels like something has gotten between you and this 4 of Wands, it's very divine. And it's coming in because your depletion needs to be corrected. I love this. I'm very excited about these. I'm curious to see what the... Wow, there's a whole bunch of cards that came out that are upside down. And I wasn't going to take them because I just took the one that was face up. Oh, yeah. This is interesting, Aquarius. So you got the High Priestess. I'm getting the energy now that this is the energy that you are encountering. You are like, I want to say like the Magician here. Well, you are this Prince of Swords. You are just rocking it for people, like blowing their minds on a very cosmic level. But so this is what comes in for that type of person, as a High Priestess. This is someone who plays with magic too. This is why, you know, your person is full of moon. You just can't figure it out. And it's like, I thought I knew how to rock planet Earth. Yeah, you're going to rock it together with this person at some point. The 5 of Pentacles. This is what I said. It feels like there might be points of like down and up with this, like connecting with this person. The 5 of Pentacles, you may have to walk away from something to get this Hierophant energy. I feel like this, I like this dude. I'm not very often happy with the Hierophant. I feel like the Hierophant can be very suppressive, particularly in older decks. But this is this is bringing up, this is changing social structure, and you and this person will do this. Whether it's just within your community, whether it's just within your family. People are going to see things very differently. Very powerful energy that comes through with this for you, Aquarius. There you go, guys. That's it. I have to cut this off. I don't know how long this is. I don't know. What time is it? When did I start this? I have no idea. I can kind of go on and on, eh? I'm all hyped about this. I love this. I hope you're really feeling that and know how amazing you are, Aquarius. Like, this is so important. Why you're here and what you're doing. And keep it up. Keep it up. The reward is coming for you. You may, right now, well, I'm guessing you are feeling depleted, and that's why I'm just like all weekend, this was just nagging on me that I needed to do these videos. So there you go. And thanks, guys. Till next time, be gentle with yourselves and keep rocking it, man. Bye, Aquarius.